The month of October has just gotten better. Number one, because Jay Wolsey is making his return. And number two, because Tyler the Creator is dropping his 8th studio album, CHROMAKOPIA. I'm actually really excited for this album because like literally a week ago, the Piece by Piece Pharrell Lego movie came out and he had a track on there called Virginia Boy and he featured on it. And it was literally a few days ago at one of his performances where he said he's going to take a couple of years away, you know, sit on the couch, take a break.
Y'all better enjoy it because I don't know the next time I'm on stage, you know? I want to sit down on the couch for like 2 years, bro, and just do nothing.
But nah, he wasn't actually being serious, and now he's going straight forward and dropping a whole new album. In fact, when the actual snippet for the album came out a couple of days ago, I didn't think this album would be releasing this year, but it's releasing on the 28th of October. You know how insane that is? I've been waiting for a Tyler the Creator album for ages, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to break down the album, break down the meaning of what CHROMAKOPIA means, because I've seen loads of videos. I've seen different theories, different things that people have put together, but I'm going to go through what I think the actual meaning of this album is going to be and what is going to be featured on the album. Let's first talk about the actual title of the album being CHROMAKOPIA. There's a lot of meaning behind this that has been speculated by people. Let me narrow it down to like a few different things. So first off, this could all be linked to the actual word chromophobia, which means the intense fear of colors, which would make sense as after all the people march into the container by the orders of Saint Chroma, which I believe might be Tyler's new alter ego. Now, I'm not sure. I'm going to go into that in a moment. But afterwards, you see someone in the background blowing up the container, and then it goes from being monochrome black and white to returning to normal color, which is wiping away the actual fear of this chromophobia. And you can also speculate because chroma is the intensity of color and copia means abundance. Put two and two together and they have very similar meanings. And in relation to this abundance of color, chroma, saturation, whatever you want to call it, the start of the actual video starts off in black and white, which is no color. And by the end of the video, it switches to being highly saturated, which is high chroma. And throughout his career, Tyler has been known for using a variety of very saturated colors throughout his albums. And with this, he has done a lot of world building between his albums, created alter egos, created stories behind them. He is great. He story tells. He knows what he's doing. He pictures it all together. Each song has a meaning. Each song continues one after another. Let me break down the snippet real quick. So at the start of the snippet, you see Tyler, aka Saint Chroma, I believe, with his mask on and obviously the hair like that, which it's wacky hairstyles that Tyler has just gone through. Like he either wears a mask, he has a hat, he has a hairstyle because of all his different alter egos that he's gone through the different albums. And it would make a lot of sense that this album focuses on Saint Chroma and the story behind this alter ego that Tyler has created again, because the actual first track on this album is going to be Saint Chroma, which is the song that was used in the snippet from a couple of days ago. To back this up, the first song in Call Me If You Get Lost is Sir Baudelaire, which is also Tyler's alter ego from that album. So it all makes sense. So I believe that's what Tyler's going for. Now, I've seen other theories of what this alter ego could be. Some people have speculated that it could be Chroma the Great from the book The Phantom Tollbooth, which Chroma's job is to conduct the orchestra that colours every day. And without him and the instruments, the world would have no colour at all. Now this actually links in because instrumentals, music, Tyler the Creator,
masturbate.
Not only that, but Saint Chroma's hairstyle is actually very similar to what Chroma the Great's hairstyle is in the books. Now, I feel like that isn't a coincidence. I feel like Tyler knows what he's doing, and I feel like he's basing his character, his alter ego of Saint Chroma on Chroma the Great, because there are a lot of similarities here. But it all makes sense when you watch the snippet. At the start of the snippet, Saint Chroma is marching some people who are faceless with masks on into a container with the actual title of the album, CHROMAKOPIA, on it. And moments later, the actual container gets shut, which I'm actually going to go back to in a moment because I noticed something recently on that part of it. And a few seconds later, a figure appears, presses a button, container goes boom, color returns. And now, obviously, as I said earlier, that's the elimination of chromophobia. But I feel like this album has more to offer. Now, I don't know what this album will be about. I have a feeling that it might have a similar style to Igor. This is because the actual color theme of Igor was pink, and this album's is green. Invert each way around, and you'll be getting invert pink, you'll get green, and invert green, you'll get pink. It makes sense. Not only that, but the actual font that's used is very similar to Igor's, so maybe we're getting the same vibe as it. The other theory that spiked was to do with the people marching behind Saint Chroma in the actual snippet, is that fans are speculating that those people could be the number of features that are going to be on this album. Or it could actually be the people. Now, I've seen people on Reddit posting about it, and it's a reach, but it's potential. And I can kind of see where people are coming from. And other people have been saying, oh, it's to do with his alter egos again. The number of alter egos he's going to go through before he actually retires from music. So 10 albums or whatever. I don't know about that one. I don't think he actually knows when he will retire. I'm highly doubtful that he's already like planning retirement at this point, because I know that he's going to want a break after this album. I feel like once he's done this album and it's been dropped and he does his tours, he's just going to disappear for 2 years. Or at least a few years anyway, and then he's going to drop more music, hopefully. And for those that are wondering, why is Tyler dropping on the 28th of October? There's actually a specific 2 reasons for that. Now, fans are speculating that it could be because it is none other than Frank Ocean's birthday, which could be hinting at a Frank Ocean feature, hopefully. But we don't know what bro is doing these days. He could be retired, or he could just, pop back on his birthday and be like, hello, do a feature and then disappear for another few years and not drop any music, as he has basically claimed he's retiring. But who knows? And the other factor is that the 28th of October is on a Monday. Now, Tyler said in an interview with Nardwuar last year this exact thing.
I think we should put music out again on Tuesdays instead of Fridays for some reasons. What do y'all think?
Which, I mean, I agree with, because music does specifically tend to drop on Friday mornings. Going back to what I said earlier about me realizing something when he was closing the container, it happens just before. When they're marching down to the container, the sun glares a bit, and now you can see Saint Chroma marching with them. When the sun glares, he disappears afterwards, and it's just the people marching into the container. Now, I don't know if this has any relation at all. It could just be an editing mistake. But you do see Saint Chroma marching into the crate afterwards. Or at least you think that might be him, because you also see him afterwards at the end of the video blowing up the container. I'm speculating here. I don't know if there's actually a meaning, or I'm just picking out maybe a mistake in the video. But I'm pretty sure Tyler would perfect his videos and make sure they all make sense and every cut makes sense throughout the video, because I know he cares a lot about his cinematography, a lot about his filmmaking, and he does a great job at it. So I feel like if you were to notice a minor detail, I feel like he would do it for a reason. There's a purpose in it. Maybe there's a bit more to Saint Chroma that we're going to learn throughout the album. Another thing I want to say and just briefly go over is the Sorry Not Sorry video that he released for the estate sale, the deluxe edition of Call Me If You Get Lost. And the fact that Tyler himself as a person was beating up all of his alter egos, killing them off, and by the end of it he beats up Tyler Baudelaire, the last alter ego, and then it leads on to his next alter ego. Or maybe it's just left with himself. Now, I'm not sure whether or not Sorry Not Sorry has any relation to this album, or is a continuation at all. It might just be pieced together through the storyline of what Call Me If You Get Lost was. But I feel like there's a lot of Tyler lore to go through, especially with albums like Eagle, Flower Boy. There's a lot of world building and a lot of storytelling. So, Tyler has broken the cycle of dropping albums every 2 years. Whatever. He never even confirmed he was doing it in the first place. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait for what we have in store to it. I hope it's going to be a great album. In fact, it's going to be a great album. What am I talking about? And for those who watch the channel, if you've stuck around to the end, welcome to a new series on the channel. This is kind of a soft launch for it. It's going to be called Let's Talk, where each week I'm going to attempt to upload a video of a different topic. It's going to be a commentary. I'll be discussing a wide spread of different topics, and I'm going to be creating a variety of different commentary videos like these where I talk to the camera, and it's going to be videos that people can engage with and enjoy. And in regards to my previous content, gaming, variety gaming content, whatever you're going to call it, it's gone. As in, not gone, you can still go back and watch it. But I feel like myself, I feel like I prefer scripting videos out. This video wasn't scripted, by the way. I wrote stuff down. But in my future videos, I'm going to try and script them. I'm going to continue from that. I'm going to research. I'm going to put a lot of effort into making videos. I'm going to edit them well. And I'm going to see where it goes from there. This is going to be another experiment on my channel. And I really, really do look forward to providing more content for people. And I really appreciate the feedback of every video. And the way it's going to go is I'm going to be voting every week on things that we're going to talk about and we're going to discuss. And I'm going to go into more detail about this soon. This has been a soft launch of it. See how people react, to see how I can improve on it. The quality change is going to be huge. Anyways, I've got some Tyler merch to go and cop off Golfwang, because honestly he's selling some of the actual album merch for a very good price because it's in a bundle with different things. Go and check it out. But I will be uploading a video of my reaction to the album. It's going to get copyrighted, but oh well. Anyways, thank you for watching today's Let's Talk. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Ever.
Tyler, you are Tyler the
Masturbator.